of my favorite tasks to do is called a collocation hunt. And again, this work, I've done this in the face-to-face classroom using traditional printed coursebooks for a long time. But the classroom presentation tool just facilitates it. It actually makes it better because it allows me to have it on screen and highlight, underline all of the collocations. And very simply, I ask students in their books initially to underline or highlight as many collocations, word partnerships that they can find. And what I would then do, I'd invite them up to the board in the face-to-face classroom and get them to underline any collocations they might find. So they might underline old savings. So I'd have them in a line, by the way, and they just go round in a circle. Curiosity killed the cat, often used, warn people, to ask questions, sorry, widely agreed, just as important as, determining how well, actually I could probably have added. Similar here, and in the online environment, same process, but actually all students can be involved. So again, if we're using Zoom, if we have annotation tools, we can invite students to highlight, underline all of the key collocations. Now, that's all well and good, you're thinking, but why? Why should I bother focusing on these kind of collocations, these word partnerships? First of all, and most importantly, it just develops students' awareness of collocations, of word partnerships, because anybody who's familiar with the lexical approach understands that they are super important in language learning. Some research suggests that up to 70% of everything that we say, read, write, or hear in real life is made up of some kind of word partnership, collocation. Therefore, the reason being is that it can help us to process and produce language at a much faster rate. So this kind of activity just makes them more aware of the frequency and the importance of different collocations. And in turn, it'll help them to develop their reading, their spoken, writing skills as well. Now, obviously, right now I can't get you to highlight stuff, but just I'd like you to have a look at the last two paragraphs, okay? And just in the chat box, so these two paragraphs here, have a look at these paragraphs. What collocations can you find? Can you write them in the chat box? And there's no right answer, there's no wrong answer. I just want you to interact with the text on a different level to just reading it for comprehension. And of course, it just repurposes the text for more than just a reading activity. Perfect. Okay, website address, take apart, biggest threat, make matters worse. Lovely, Seda. Under threat, lovely. Also, you got that. Unable to do something. Good, Mauricio. Maybe possible. Good, honey. Engage further. Colloquy, website address, make matters worse. Okay, great. Lots of good ideas. Stare at screens, Imad. Yes, basic needs. And these are some of the ones I came up with. Just in addition to talk to. You don't just talk, you talk to somebody. Social media, provide us with, know enough about, engage further. So they're pretty much everywhere.